Honorable Commissioner Minister of Commerce, ably represented here, Chairman of the Jigawa Internal Revenue Service, Honorable Chairman of various local governments of Maigatari, Taura, Guarang, Duse, directors from various local government revenue officers, other respective and distinguished representatives here present. Assalamu alaikum. It gives me a great pleasure indeed to be here to witness yet another milestone achievement in the area of revenue enhancement and revenue generation in Jigawa State. No doubt, Jigawa State has never, since the creation of the state 30 years ago, has never focused on the area of revenue generation drive than this present period. From last year 2020 to date, there were a lot of reforms aimed at revenue generation in Jigawa State, from the restructuring of even the Jigawa Internal Revenue Service. Earlier on, you could remember the name or the nomenclature is called Jigawa Board of Internal Revenue. Now it's Jigawa Internal Revenue Service, just to conform with the international standard and best practice. So we have achieved a lot. Mohammed has outlined and enumerated all the achievements made towards revenue generation in Jigawa State by the state government under the leadership of the Governor, His Excellency Muhammad Badar Abubakar, MON MNI. So I don't need to take us back, but we have seen the progress achieved. I want to still also remind us that under the present leadership of the Governor, Muhammad Badar Abubakar, MON MNI, he met an annual IGR of 3 billion and boosted to up to 10 billion. This is another remarkable achievement which no doubt is worthy of emulation. This very important revenue session organized by IGR Advocacy Group and HAL is very important, and our target audience, I'm sure we have recorded remarkable attendance from the local government. Target audience is the local government actually. We have seen the progress made in revenue generation and revenue drive. So we want our various local governments to replicate what the state government has done in that respect. As a local government chairman, you will really, no doubt, be proud that you made a monthly revenue or a yearly revenue in IGR of so amount. You have enhanced it to so amount, which is really a great achievement. You see, whether we like it or not, we just have to embark on closing all the revenue leakages in our various ministries, MDS and local governments. You see, it makes a great sense. One, you enhance your revenue. As an entity, as a local government entity, it also boosts your indices in terms of federation account allocation. Revenue drive or IGR is one of the key indices in calculation, calculating federal allocation. So that is one. Secondly, it just also gives you an opportunity to execute some development projects. We have seen issue of tax for service, which is like a new concept of revenue generation drive, which is really making a lot of sense and a lot of improvement. So the Jigawa state government has imbibed that policy of tax for service, which once you replicate it too in the various local government, it will really graduate. So I want to call on all the participants here to make a very good use of what we are learning, what we are going to see in the area of revenue generation drive in our various local governments. Special advisor to the governor on SDGs, who doubles as DG or president of the chamber, Jigawa State, has touched an area which I can say is really a volatile issue. But whether we like it or not, we have to keep sentiment aside and do what is needed. We have seen what is going on in other states. Take, for example, Kaduna State. Kaduna State, he keeps sentiment aside, he keeps politics aside, and once he believes if he introduces a particular policy will benefit the entire state, not even in the short run, but in the long run, he goes to implement it no matter the repercussion or the implication. You understand? We have seen it even from when pre-2019 election. He keeps sentiment aside, he keeps religion aside, and he said this is what he wants, this is what he believes, and it works for him. And most policies now are just good. What our governor doesn't want is really bringing or introducing a policy that will really impact on the well-being of our citizens. But blocking revenue leakages, those revenue officers or those that are tasked with the collection of revenues in our various markets and other motor parks and other things. No. We are not saying, for example, you change them, bring new ones, but call them, address them, sensitize them to do what is needed. That's all. Then they continue. You gave a good example that when you were Commissioner of Commerce, the issue of maybe, for example, you give a particular revenue officer target. Okay, go collect 20,000, you have 20%. Okay. Definitely, this is a kind of motivation, and definitely, once that kind of approach or the policy is introduced, it will also do a lot of good work for us. So that is what we are saying. Even if you introduce new pattern and change the present pattern that is doing the job, you don't know the new person you have introduced. It is better sometimes to manage the one that, of course, you know. Sensitize them to do the right thing. Let them know the importance of all these things we are doing. It is not done to, at least witch hunt, or you understand, or impose unnecessary hardship to any other person. But the issue of revenue generation drive, we definitely have to. Issue of business doing things, business as usual. The state government has embarked on a good paradigm shift, has embarked on a very holistic measures that will enhance our GR. We have, apart from, we have a measure of this. When you look at the sectors program that is being introduced by the World Bank in collaboration with Federal Ministry of Finance, there is even a measure of each state. By the time you increase your IGR by 20% from this last year to this year, you stand a better chance of even winning some huge amount of money, not less than $1 million. We are talking of $1 million today is what? It's over 500 million naira. 500 million naira is more than enough to do how many motorized boreholes in our communities. So look at it. So this is a value chain. In fact, the spin-off businesses or spin-off opportunities the state will drive, and by extension is to the local government. Once the state has got money, the local government has got money, our communities, our individual citizens will enjoy better. Democracy, dividend of democracy will be delivered to them. So it's really good for us, local government chairmen that are here, the directors, revenue officers. Definitely we have a Herculean task ahead of us in trying to see that we enhance our revenue generation drive. We have to. So on this note, I want to officially welcome you to this very important meeting session with the hope that, like I earlier mentioned before, that you will learn or you will put in practice what you are going to see here or what you take home in the area of revenue generation. Like I mentioned earlier, Mohammed has enumerated and highlighted a lot of achievements made by the state government. This no doubt should really be replicated in our local governments. The chairman of the Jigawa Internal Revenue Services here very soon will have to, I'm just even reminding him, the issue of joint state and local government joint revenue committees. This we have to, that is in fact what is even left at the MDA level, which we have not done. And very soon, before I'm telling him that we have a target, before December 31st, we have to introduce and inaugurate joint state and local government revenue committees. And whatever it takes to do that is that for him. So it's a mandate giving him that before 31st of December, we have to do that. And by the time we do that, a lot of capacity buildings too will be organized. Just to subsidize. We call, like, you'll be surprised, some few local governments were invited to this session. Of course, it's like a pilot program. It will be extended to all the other local governments that are not invited. But these few local governments that are here, Maigatari, Taura, Kiawa, Waram, and Hadeja, they have the major markets we are having in Jigawa State. And they have more potentials to drive, to generate revenue in their local government. That's why we picked this local government as pilot local government that will pilot this program. Then if we move on, we'll still invite and opt other local government then to cover the entire 27 local government areas of the state. So I want to welcome you and wish you a very successful celebration. On this note, I want to officially and formally declare this session open. In the name of Allah.